sometimes you just need a good soup in your life, and Chef Nino has created a delicious one.
What camera are we on?
All of them.
Look here, y'all. I made an Italian wedding soup. You're going to love this. Or like me, who's been married and divorced 3 times, this is Italian cohabitation soup. How you doing?
So you've had this a time or 2? Or 3?
Oh, I'm going to tell. No, yeah, 3 times. They call me Lord of the Rings. But no, honestly, folks, this is amazing soup. We got to get moving. This is it right here.
Yep.
Get the recipe on Fox 10 TV or Rouses.com. We're going to make the meatballs, okay? Here we go. All right.
Okay, let's get started.
Sorry.
This has been through some stuff, huh?
Well, here's the thing. I'm a professional. Anybody can have a new mitt, but it takes a real professional chef to face 3rd-degree burns on his fingers.
Yeah.
The rest of, yeah, give me 3 in a little bit.
That's all right.
I ain't got 5. Okay, all right, here we go. All right. Yeah, you can do ground beef, ground veal, ground pork, whatever. I just got some ground beef right here. We're gonna put some fresh basil. All right, I'm actually doubling that recipe. I'm putting 2 eggs, it calls for 1 pound of beef. We have about a half a cup of Parmigiano Reggiano. We have some garlic. And instead of salt and pepper and thyme and all that, I'm gonna use Chef Nino's Make It Italian. That's right.
I like it.
All right, so that's the mixture for the meatballs. And you talk about, you had them, tell them what you think about the meatballs, Miss.
Delicious. Sorry, I ate some soup and I think it went down the wrong pipe, but it's so good. I already had 3 mini bowls of it. Sometimes, like, depending on weather, no matter if it's cold outside or maybe it's just dreary, you need soup in your life. And so this is very refreshing.
I think it's almost medicinal, you know?
And light, yeah.
Yeah.
I like it.
And this is one of the top 10 Italian recipes worldwide. Really? Italian wedding soup, yes.
It is delicious. All right, well, we're going to ball up these meatballs, and we're going to cook them in this, or are you putting them in the oven?
Well, check this out. What we're going to do is we're going to roll them out on break. We're going to bring some chicken broth to a boil with some carrots and spinach, and we're going to put that raw meatball in that broth. All right? Then we're going to put some orzo, and you're done. This is easy. It's quick. It really is.
It is delicious, and we'll finish it next on Studio 10. We are back with Chef Nino in the kitchen, continuing to work on this Italian wedding soup. It is delicious, it's refreshing. It's also, it reminds me a little of a chicken noodle soup without the chicken. It's one of those feel-good
That's a good
recipes.
thing, because we got to break down what it is for our viewers to like it. Yeah, because we're using orzo, all right? This is a tear-shaped, hold on, let's cut. Okay, all right. Okay, this is a teardrop shaped pasta. And historians think this is original shaped pasta that Marco Polo brought back from China to Italy.
Ooh.
Yeah. And so the king said, it's gonna be good, but it's gonna be expensive. How do you say good but expensive in Italian? Buono macaroni. Good but expensive. So the macaroni was the original pasta. It's good, but it's gonna be expensive to bring all that back in the wheat. So the macaroni is the original pasta.
He's a true teacher with his spoon in hand.
That's right. So speaking of that what you said, we brought to boil our chicken broth. We put some cut up carrots. We have some cut up spinach, a couple of cups of spinach. Now, the meatballs that we made, watch this.
That's it.
How about that? And the soup is going to taste the flavor of the meatball. The meatball is going to taste the flavor of the soup. And it's so much tastier when you do that. You know, in Sicily, that's where all of my cooking experience, that's where I learned a lot about cooking. They don't put the meatballs, they fry them, whatever. They put it right in, raw meatballs in the tomato gravy.
That reminds me of like the Asian, a lot of Asian recipes too. One of my favorites is pho, and they put the rare steak into the broth, and it cooks itself.
Yeah, you have enough residual heat, because these meatballs are not very big.
Right.
Okay, all right. Now, what we're gonna do, we're gonna put about a cup and a half of orzo in there.
Yeah.
And we're gonna let that simmer for about 20 minutes until it's all done. I'm gonna give it a good mix right there. And that is your Italian wedding soup.
Talk about an easy meal, too.
This is easy. You just form the meatballs, bring the broth to a boil, put the carrots and the spinach in, then put your cooked meatballs in orzo, and you have a nice meal. And what happens with the soup is, because of the pasta, the starch in it is going to kind of get in the soup, and it's going to thicken it up a little bit. And that's where you're going to get that chicken and dumpling kind of feel and flavor. So if you never had orzo before, this is it right here. And I love shopping at Rouse's. We are the definite Italian headquarters for the Gulf Coast.
Yeah.
Literally, I don't know how many items, I'm gonna put my neck on the line, over a couple hundred Italian items, okay? And I just brought a few Italian olive oils, Rouse's own marinara sauce from Italy. These jars.
Is this the olive oil?
Yeah, isn't that pretty? One of your favorites is the calabrese peppers.
I love those.
Yes.
This is beautiful.
Isn't that nice?
Yeah.
And once you use it, you got a nice decanter, you know?
Yeah. Sure.
And so how about the panettone, the Christmas cakes, the cookies, Italian artichoke horse. And look at this pappardelle. Whoa, look at that.
Oh, beautiful.
Oh, this is hand-rolled Italian egg pasta. It cooks in like 3 minutes. Bring your water to the boil, put it in, and it is exquisite. Italian products, you're gonna love it. I'm gonna give this another swirl, and boy, we're gonna let this cook another 25 minutes or so, and I'm gonna show you what it looks like when it's done. We're gonna try it, and I wanna talk a little bit more about our Italian food products here. It's really the Italian headquarters on the Gulf Coast. It really is.
Love it. All right, Joe's going to be back with Chef Nino, so you guys can explore the country of Italy right here on the Gulf Coast.
We are back with Chef Nino at Rouse's, making something you have never made on the show before. This is Italian wedding soup.
Oh my goodness, one of the top 10 recipes in all of Italy and worldwide. When you think of Italy, this is it.
Can I tell you something?
Yes, sir.
I've never had this before, and I had 2 bowls as soon as I got here because this is so good, y'all. So much flavor to it, but so simple at the same time.
It's easy to make. Just review, we made our meatballs with, you can do ground beef, ground lamb, mixture, ground pork, whatever you like. Then we put a couple of eggs, Parmesan cheese, breadcrumbs, Italian seasoning, basil, made the meatballs, set them aside, brought 2 quarts of chicken broth to boil. Yeah.
Somewhere.
Yeah. Yeah. I wish we had a grocery store nearby. Yeah. And we put some cut up carrots and spinach, brought that to a boil, and we cooked the raw meatballs in that broth, and then we put some orzo. That's where we are right here. Okay, and if you let that cook another 25 minutes or so.
Before, after.
That's right.
After.
That's right. Folks, I'm telling you, this is a winner. This is a nice, those of you who have relationships, you can, you know, give this to your significant other.
It's okay, man. It's okay.
No, it's not, man.
Hey, on I did not have it with calabrese peppers, but you said you were going to add some.
Oh my goodness gracious. I'm so happy about this here. Calabria, Italy, has the tightest jars in all of Italy. Yes.
There it is.
Yes, it is. And,
Famous for those jars,
Calabria
man.
is famous for these calabrese peppers that are mildly warm but kind of sweet, all right? And this is good on everything, and I was so happy. I missed this for 15 years, and just a couple years ago, Rouse's got them in. So what you want to do, just kind of mix it together, Joe, because by itself it might be a bit warm.
All right, well, as we've stated here, I've had some before. I'm going to try a bite with this. But while I'm working on this over here, you did want to talk just in general, but all these Italian products, you've got a number of them out here that Rouse's has.
Literally genuine Italian food products, which I'm so glad the Italian food products I had 22 years ago in Italy are now at my Rouse's. So if you want Italian food products, you don't need a passport, you need a shopping cart. And here they are. Look at that. And you know what I was thinking I didn't sleep at all last night. Joe, I really didn't. You know why? I thought, if nothing sticks to Teflon, why does Teflon stick to the pan?
Well, there's a brain teaser for you to wrestle with for the rest of your life. if you want a great recipe for the rest of your life, you can look up this Italian wedding soup with Chef Nino and Rouse's. You can find that online. The peppers add another layer of flavor. We'll keep thinking about it. We'll get back to you in another month or so. Thanks for watching, everybody.